Oh, 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 it's magic. Now look, y'all. You don't you don't have to know about Ralph Lauren or like some sort of fashion show. Do you understand? You just got to learn this knowledge and this code here, and obviously it takes some practice. It's not all about the letters and numbers, but it's definitely a big part of these breakdowns. Okay? You see 4 base ciphers. I show this daily. The scripted world we live in. Ralph Lauren's no different. American fashion designer, philanthropist, and billionaire businessman, best known for founding the brand Ralph Lauren, a global multi-billion-dollar enterprise. He stepped down as CEO of the company in September 2015, but remains executive chairman and chief creative officer. As of April 2024, his net worth was estimated, look at that, at $8.8 billion. Born October 14th, 1939, in the Bronx, New York City. All right, so who's the new CEO? Let's go check this out on the fly. All right, so this is the CEO, I guess. Look at all those 17s. I just did a breakdown with a whole bunch of 17s. This dude's born on the 17th. Or, excuse me, he's been CEO of Ralph Lauren Corporation since the 17th of July, 177, like 17, 2017. You see that? Let's grab, we're going to get his name, and I'm going to enter it in the calculator. And this is a pretty simple breakdown because, like, I don't know anything about fashion, but I have some undeniable connections. Okay, look, I see something nice right away with the on the fly with the CEO here. They say Ralph Lauren stepped down as CEO or whatever. Now look at this guy. Check this out. This is awesome on the fly. So Patrice Leve, look at the 167 ABC 123 cipher. Look at this. That's the 39th prime number. Ralph Lauren, born in 1939. You see, that's it. I had to go all the way to Wikipedia and read this to you. Do you understand? I had to go read this to you. Like, I didn't have that info stored away in my brain, and right away we hit. So I have slides put together. We'll see if some of these numbers we just hit on right now, maybe they'll make an appearance in the breakdown. Look, he was born, I'm guessing Ralph Lifshitz. Let's go ahead and enter that. And I'm going to try to play a video again, and then I guess just have my fingers crossed. Look at that. You get the 107 like 17. Come on, man. That they said that's his real last name, I guess. 107 like 17. Current CEO. Since, look at that. Remember? The 17th day of the 7th month, 2017. So 17, Lifshitz, 107 like 17. Now let's go ahead and put Ralph in there, and I think we can get going here. It's like we already have, but all right. So none of this rings a bell. It still may come into play here in a bit. All right. So we're gonna just take a look at some of this. I don't know if that's copyrighted. It's only 15 seconds. And I guess we don't need to hear it really, most of the time. It doesn't even play the volume. But Ralph Lauren, it says fall collection. Are they runway show? Are they just like displaying it a few months late or what? I don't know. But this is trending. Let's check it out. So glad I'm not into fashion. But that's just some of the visuals to go with the breakdown here. Now look, I told you you don't need to know about fashion, okay? Ralph Lauren stays closer to home this time with intimate Manhattan gallery. Okay, now we're just going to jump right into some of these connections here, all right? Notice I want you to notice Lauren, okay? It's not the first time that I've seen this name recently. Check this out. Jillian Lauren, Weezer, the Weezer bassist wife. Remember, she was shot by police. What was that? Like, has it been like a couple of weeks now? Trending. Lauren was hit by officer gunfire and fled into her home. She later exited the property and was transported to the hospital. Okay. Jillian Lauren. Come on, right? Ralph Lauren. Okay. Now, man, I must have one hell of a memory, right? Because I see this stuff daily. It's definitely a gift. I mean, it's a gift and a curse. I'm going to be honest, because, like, not a lot of this stuff gets by me, for real. So you got, what are the odds, though, for real, right? So you got the two Laurens, and of course we're not done, okay? And you can go check out that breakdown on the channel, okay? Right? That was a great breakdown. You can go check that out if you want. Just scroll back on the videos. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. Look at this. All right, now I'm going to show you how these numbers connect to another trending story. Lauren said he was celebrating the modern romantics, an aesthetic he described as self-assured and unbound by rules. Look how it says a romantic theme with this kind of like fashion runway show, whatever you want to call it. Like one or two breakdowns ago. I think it was two breakdowns ago. 2 or 3. All of these numbers hit, okay? First off, look at Ralph Lauren. Look at the 126. Just like Ralph Lauren Corporation. And that's the name kind of the company, right? 126, 126, even Lauren 126. Look at Ralph Lauren 171, Lauren 71, Ralph Lauren Corporation 117. Remember the 17s we hit on with the new CEO? Remember he's been the CEO since the year 17. Remember that? The 17th day of the 7th month. Remember we just went over that. I didn't even remember these 17s when I caught that. So now that I'm looking, I'm like, oh damn, right? And look at that 107. Isn't that amazing? This article, this hits the 107th day of the year. You see that? And you notice these other numbers, romantic theme 63, like Ralph Lauren. What are the odds? I mean, it's the main point of this story. Ralph Lauren's got the 63 like romantic theme, and you see romantic theme right there in big letters, don't you? Okay? But before we go forward, you see April 17th. On top of that, April 17th. Okay? I mean, it's the 18th as I speak now, but this is from the 17th. And the 107th day of the year, you see Ralph Lauren 171, Lauren 71, Ralph Lauren Corporation 117. Now okay, you see that. I accidentally skipped ahead. Look at all those. All 17s and 71s. This lady, Nora Honor, an actor among the Philippines' biggest stars, dies at 71. She had the same birthday as Josh Allen. Look at his 17 on his jersey. Okay, Nora Honor 117. Her next birthday and Josh Allen's birthday, same day. Look at that. 71 date numerology. And kill equals 17, but we got no cause of death. But look at all these other numbers. 63, you see that? 36, 63 again. So you get all 63s and 17s just like this trending story. Okay? And without even doing any research, I bet there's probably a Ralph on the Buffalo Bills. Like for real. And even Ralph's got the R like romantic theme. You see that? And I don't feel the need to. I might read a paragraph or two here. Like I said, it's just about fashion, right? Um, but look at all the 17s there, and you get the 36s and the 63s. You're not going to find an article with both of these characters in it. Some decoders out there will hate on what I present here. Like, how do you connect it with that? Dude, it's a fake world we live in. These characters are scripted together. It doesn't mean they have stories involving each other. This isn't a ritual. This is just a fake world, and we're bunched in by categories off of like the language. Look at the Honor, Allen, A, romantic theme, R, Ralph, R. You see that? Lauren, it's the freaking language. Okay, it's the freaking language, right? Now we're going to go look at that CEO again. And look, remember over here, Lifshitz. Ralph Lauren's like real name, I guess. 107 like 17. And remember the article over here. Look, April 17th, the 107th day of the freaking year. You see that? I mean, that's just how it is, man. Okay? So Ralph Lauren, known for staging elaborate runway shows, is sumptuous in sumptuous settings like the horsey Hamptons, or amid his vintage car collection, took it down a notch for a more intimate show Thursday in a Manhattan gallery space as celebrities like Anne Hathaway, Michelle Williams, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Ariana DeBose, or DeBose, I don't know, and many others watched from the front row. Lauren presented a fall collection dubbed the Modern Romantics, heavy on high ruffled necks, classics like buttery leather, and everything from aviator jackets to bustiers and soft cashmere. Models descended a grand staircase in an airy gallery setting. Lauren's models first appeared atop a balcony, then each descended a grand staircase to walk the runway. The venue, now the Jack Shainman Gallery, was built in 1898 in the Italian Renaissance Revival style. And, they're just going to say a bunch of blah, blah, blah after that. But I figured since I'm there, I might as well read a little. Now let's go back to here, because we're here for these connections. And I want you to know, this is Richard West's channel. We're on the same page when it comes to these breakdowns. These videos need to get seen, okay? What are you going to do? Spend your time watching edited cat videos, cats flying with some AI wings attached to them? Is that what you're going to do with your time? Or do you want to come check out some videos exposing the fake world, right? Scripted characters, okay? Roles being played on the world stage, us being deceived. You know, you don't you feel a certain way about that? And I have other channels I'm subscribed to over here on the left. Of course, I'm subscribed to my channels. I don't get no love over here. But, you know, you might have some shady characters in there and over here in my subscription list, right? But we do need to soak up some of this information. I mean, regardless of where it comes from, right? But Richard West, a real person. Me, a real person. We get completely shadow banned. There should be way more views. And you're shadow banned every so often. They'll let like a short hit big with like 1,000 views or whatever, and then you get bot comments that come with it. And then you drop a video and then it gets like 5 views. It's like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Shadow banned, okay? See, you get 323 views. How does the next one get 6? Anyways, I'm going to try to remember to leave Richard West's link on this video. But let's get back over here. So you see all of these connections here. And I just did that breakdown as well. Nora Honor, RIP. That was all connected to Josh Allen and her daughter. And check this out. I'm working on a Wiz Khalifa breakdown right now because he has a new album that just hit today. Kush and Orange Juice 2 or whatever. And this 45 is in that breakdown as well. Okay, and it's the 45 or the 54. But I don't want to give away because I haven't dropped. Oh yeah, I did drop that. Juicy J was in that breakdown. He's got the April 5th birthday 4-5. And I think it was orange juice that equaled 54. Okay? And look, you see we get that 54 again there. Look at this. Ralph Lauren equals 54. Okay? Ralph Lauren equals 54 in the reduction cipher. And look how it connects to this breakdown I just did. Nora Honor 54. And 45, Buffalo Bills 45 and 54. Her daughter 54 years old. Look at the 126. Nora Honor and Buffalo. Remember, Ralph Lauren 126. Ralph Lauren Corporation 126. Lauren 26. You see that? Look at these trending stories all by the numbers. This is why these stories pop up. Letters have numerical values. This comes out of a computer. Do you understand? Don't forget the 17 on Allen's jersey. And the 17's all connected with the CEO since 2017 of the Ralph Lauren Corporation. As Ralph Lauren stepped down, okay? And there's probably more connections right in front of my face. Here's something pretty simple. Look, you get the M's, right? Models. The modern romantics. Where was this? Manhattan. M. 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 Check that out. And don't forget back here. Look at the 27s, man. Buffalo 27. Cabo Terra 27. Okay, more 27s. Romantic theme 207 and 72 in the language. The Modern Romantics 272. Ralph Lauren Corporation 270. Check that out. Check it out, okay? All of these trending stories. all covered, you know? This 126 keeps freaking popping up, man. And these numbers even connect to Kobe Bryant because he RIP'd on 1/26. Okay. And Kobe Bean Bryant equals 54. You know what I'm saying? Bryant B, Buffalo B, Bills B. The stuff is all by the language, man. How many times do I got to say it? Right? Even look at how the modern romantics keeps hitting. And that's what it says, celebrating the modern romantics and aesthetic he described. You see that? And it keeps landing. Look, 101, the 26th prime number. Ralph equals 26. Lauren equals 26. You see that? Like 126, 126. And I think I had that 26 over here again. Yeah, there's that 26 again right there. You see? 126, 126, 26, right? Because if you need to get the 26, you may get it in a bigger number, right? Ralph Lauren Corporation, obviously you're going to get a higher value there. Amazing. Why do I remember they had Marv Levy as a coach. Buffalo Bills. Is there a 17 attached to him? Marv Levy. He's got the Tom Brady birthday, but that's not 17. But there's that L like Lauren. I don't know why I'm thinking there's a Ralph on the Buffalo Bills. Look, his name's Marvin. You get the M, right? Man, he was almost born in 1926. There's something else going on here with Buffalo. Why am I thinking they have a guy named Ralph, or they used to have a guy named Ralph? Look at this. Ralph Wilson on the fly. Born on the 17th. Look at this, man. Look at this. You're witnessing something amazing right here. Born on the 17th. Look at this video right under it. 17 minutes and some change. Is that the name of their stadium? I think it's the name of their stadium. Look at that, y'all. OMG. Born on the 17th. The 17 connected with Buffalo. Trending with this story. Best known as the founder and owner of the Buffalo Bills. I just did that on the fly, man. I just did that. Oh my God. I just did that on the fly. Can you believe it? And he's born on the 17th of October. Hold on. His birthday is 3 days after Ralph Lauren. Completely on the fly, y'all. Even Ralph Lauren, born on the 14th, NFL equals 14. I knew it. What's the name of Buffalo Bills Stadium? Okay.
According to Buffalo Bills,
Wasn't it Ralph Wilson Stadium? Oh, it was known as Ralph Wilson Stadium. Look at this. For 17 years, it was known. And he's born on the 17th, 3 days after Ralph Lauren. Fake world. From 98 to 2015, man. 17 years. Woo! I'm telling Richard. Richard. Woo! On the fly, man. Look at the article on the 17th. All the 17s. You thought I was wild right there. I knew it. I knew it. That's how you know it's a fake world. That's how you know it's a fake world. That's how you know it's a fake world. They may make me edit this out. I don't know, man. We're going to get a glimpse of it. Why am I even playing the music? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Are y'all into fashion? I'm not seeing anything that I like. And what a tough job that would be, right? Y'all, whew, I love it. Look at how the thumbnail lands heavy. It was wild, man. I went on the fly and I got more of the Buffalo Bills connection. Any negative decoders out there they don't want none of it. I ain't even get a front, man. Any negative decoders out there, they quickly want to forget who I am. You know what I'm saying? Right? They for real. They're like, who's that guy? Nope. They don't want it. Damn. Amazing. Here, I know we're not going to get no volume. Here we go. Oh,
To explore how fabrics
here, check this
make
out.
use
You
of,
probably can't hear it.
products. Some of these products will
There's David Lauren, Chief Branding and
take
Innovation
you into sort
Officer.
of almost an ethereal journey as you explore how fabrics can be put together and bonded. When you really look at the hours that it takes to create a single gown, it's quite exquisite. And we feel like they're part
I think we're good here, man. Woo hoo 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 hoo. Bring on the bot comments, man. I'm amazed at that Ralph Wilson connection on the fly. I was even thinking to myself, this may be wild, Matt. Even Wilson W like Weezer with that Lauren connection, man. Jack and Jill went up the hill. Ralph Lauren stays closer to home. This time with intimate Manhattan gallery show. Shout out to y'all. Until next time, I better be recording. Holy crap.